a new one. But
Yep. Another one.
I want to say Well, yeah, I want to say we got to talk about this fantasy. Um,
I lost.
I think my season's over. My season been over probably since about week 3. But all right, next year we're gonna do better. So
Yeah.
it's always next year. But I do, however, got some pretty breaking news. Uh, kind of came out about an hour ago. So Jair Alexander is stepping away from football
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and no longer wants to be a part of the Philadelphia Eagles. He wants to get himself mentally and physically prepared for, um, I would say, sports or life. I hope everything goes well. And in that same route of speaking on mental health, do want to pay our respects to Marshawn Nealon and everything that did transpire. Prayers to his family. And if you do need help, speak out. I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm pretty sure you've seen. I mean, you seem a bit more high spirits. I know you got some good news coming up. We'll talk about that a little bit later in our injury report. Well, at
We
least
talking
you
about
got a good
report coming back?
update, I should say. Yeah, see, look, you spoiling. You spoiling.
No, I didn't think we was gonna talk about
But
it. It ain't nothing to talk about.
uh,
The window
it's
be open.
something. I mean, it's something.
Shit, if we don't win no
He,
games, we don't need to come back.
I mean, he talking soon though. That's a turnaround. Everybody, we losing.
Baltimore ain't.
Cleveland losing. Baltimore ain't, but hey, other team sad to say. And that many
Well,
good
the
ones.
division is still open though. The division is still open. He won't lie about that.
It's still open. I mean, when there's a will, there's a way. I'm not saying you have a way, but I'm just saying that there's faith.
Oh, we got a way, and it starts this week. We got a direct way.
Ah,
You know we're
nah,
undefeated
but
in the division, right?
sounds good. Uh,
Just state facts, you know.
hey, facts the only thing that we love that we here for. It's the only thing we here
Yeah,
for. But
we undefeated in the division. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
IT don't like the IT don't we don't he don't want to be waiting no more. Think we need to get started.
Let's get it.
Hmm?
Get it. Some nasty juice, boy.
Welcome to Point Blank Period. Point Blank Period.
Point blank period.
Point blank period.
Point Blank Period. No pressure.
Can't have a baseball conversation without bringing up Otani.
He's a great pitcher and a power hitter. Yo, this man's top 5.
I'm still taking today's NFL.
I'm going with the Niners.
None of them are better than Brady.
This is your argument.
No, what I'm saying is, who's MVP? Do they not matter no more?
Everything you said before that point is irrelevant.
Not how the NFL works, baby.
We drafted your replacement already. So
Whoa. I don't got to talk to no peons.
Why not just come back and prove?
This time he's really going off. Fireworks.
Because we can't argue facts. What I told you when you got involved with this.
This
Grown
is
man business. Grown man business.
Welcome to Point Blank Period Podcast, the best sports podcast, Point Blank Period. Today is episode 30, Veteran Day. We're going to salute all our veterans. With that being said, I'm going to start with you, Mr. KD. Who do you have for your player of the week?
Player of the week candidates this week. Once I got into the research, it felt funny, man. It's like a shout out to the running backs this week. So running backs are important. All right. Don't listen to the narratives. Running backs are still necessary if you want to succeed on offense. But I think his hands down got to be Jonathan Taylor, who has been unanimously the best running back, probably the best offensive weapon so far this year. 286 scrimmage yards, 3 touchdowns, game-winning touchdown in overtime. Tremendous fashion. He's going to be the number one guy as far as my candidate for player of the week. I'll pass to you, Amari. Now I'll rebuttal with the rest of the name. See if you see where your mind at.
No, I had Jonathan Taylor as the unanimous number one, but I do want to give a shout out to Jahmyr Gibbs, 142 rushing yards, three total touchdowns. He also went 3 for 4 receiving with another 30 yards through the air. So I want to highlight his game. Devon Achane with 174 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns and also 51 yards receiving. And then to step away from the running backs and move into the quarterbacks, Father Time himself, Matthew Stafford.
You took every name off my list.
Hey, man, you need to stop stealing mine. But Matthew Stafford, 280 yards, 4 touchdowns. This is the 3rd straight game that he's done that. He's the only player in NFL history to do so.
MVP?
I said we might have somebody. We might have some newer names join the MVP list later on. Who knows? But I don't know. I'm about to say, as far as fantasy MVP, I'm about to say it got to be Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yeah, player of the week is Jonathan Taylor. Fantasy or reality, whichever one you want to look at it.
He'll get some votes. He'll definitely get some votes. But player of the week, he won. He won.
Unanimous.
Yeah, that's.
But I did have Jahmyr Gibbs and A-Chain down there as well, along with old man Stafford.
On time himself.
So with that being said, let's get to our 4-week breakdown. I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. The Buffalo beat down by the beach. Miami, that is. To the Colts, win in OT in Berlin. Denver and the Knicks slide by again. I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't. If somebody need to tell me how.
Defense.
With some of the coldest throwbacks. I don't know if you've seen that, Mr. KD. I'm talking about some of the coldest. I'm talking about them Giants ones. You know, the New York Giants ones. Cold. But once again, another collapse. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Amari.
Y'all lost to Miami. Yeah, Buffalo got beat by Miami.
No, it won't just beat.
Yeah, beat down by the beach.
Shout out Miami. My bad. I take back everything.
I say yeah. Shout out Miami. Shout out Tua. Yeah. Hey, Tua. Shout out Waddle. Shout out Mike McDaniel for getting it done. Y'all salvaging the season, trying to save jobs right now. Y'all doing it.
I can't laugh like this because we lost to the Jets, but this is a good moment.
We lost to. I don't know. Lost to the Jets.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know. That kind of hurts. But hey, Miami got it done. Got it done.
Hey, Mr. KD.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to move forward.
Hold on. I gotta ask you a question though. Like I really need some counsel because I think this is what I was talking about weeks ago. When I asked the question, do we need a number 1 receiver? Really, what I'm asking is, do Josh Allen need more help? You've seen time after time you keep pitting this cape on this man and making him be Superman. Eventually, he's gonna come crashing. And you thinking, yeah, he gonna lose to this. He lost to Lois Lane, i.e. the Dolphins. So my question is, did we lose, or is this where we really at? Like, we lose to the Dolphins? Like, which thoughts? And also, all the shots you done sent to the Dolphins all season long, like, how you feel about that?
Hey, first off, this is all praise to the Dolphins. You were the better team, clearly, and in dominant fashion. You might have possibly saved Mike McDaniel's job, IT. The Buffalo Bills might have just gotten Mike McDaniel's another year out in there, man. We let Chris Greer go, then we go beat the Buffalo Bills. Hey,
Hey,
maybe
that
we got
seems
some
like
here. We might have some here.
I trade
But
my
no, it's
players
true.
away, fire
Yeah.
my GM, trade players away, and then hey, we get better.
Hey, the Bills was the big bad Bills, right?
Mm.
We came and but no, to what you said, because that was on my notes as well. They need a go-to receiver. Keon Coleman had a good game. Shakir had a good game, but they need a go-to guy.
When you
I
had them, you still didn't get it done.
But he had a go-to diva. You know, he probably don't need a diva. He just needs a guy. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because Diggs is balling right now in New England. He's picked up lately and kind of gained some traction with Drake May. But to stay on the Bills, yeah, they need some more talent on that side. It worked for them last year, and I think they were so satisfied with that they didn't look to really add a weapon, a elite weapon, because they saw MVP season come out of it last year when we didn't have a so-called go-to receiver. But you can't fall in love with that and not make adjustments because season by season you have to improve. Because if you're not improving, if you're staying the same, you're not improving. So they do need to look for that. But Josh Allen isn't helping himself either. The turnovers are coming back to bite him. He's putting the offense in bad situations and putting the defense in bad situations. And that's the perfect segue to my biggest point. The defense is atrocious. And that's coming from me who watches an atrocious defense every week when we play. But the Bills couldn't stop nothing on the ground. They barely were a problem through the air. And this is with Tua. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even taking shots at the Dolphins. The Dolphins did everything they needed to do. The Bills, though, I've been saying it for a while. They have flaws, and they've been evident. They just was getting by early on. And now we're starting to see in the last 3 weeks, they kind of haunt them, and they haven't made any adjustments to fix them. So I look forward to this continuing throughout the season. Trade deadline's going. I don't see no help coming. So it's going to have to happen inside that locker room and inside the franchise. But the Bills are a flawed team, man. They just have a great quarterback.
Definitely agree with that because, I mean, as you said, like the ground game, they've been allowing plenty of yards. Another team, another defense, much so, just like mine, very reliant on turnovers and
It's a
forced
bad
fumble.
panel. It's a bad panel of fans for defense.
Yeah, as of right now, it's like, my defense relies on turnovers, and I mean, you can see the bad because you have the bad. But I mean, you can kind of relate. Actually,
I definitely
you can relate you can relate the most. I mean, like you said, you have a you have a great quarterback and bad defense.
The Bills are the 30th worst defense in the league right now, stopping the run. We 32nd. So I'm not even throwing nothing at. I'm not throwing shots.
So
I'm just stating facts.
who between y'all, the Saints
might be Dallas
or Pittsburgh? Oh, might be
Dallas.
Dallas. Might be Dallas. You know what? And who knows? They might go up now because they got Quentin Williams. But even just to add some layer on top of that, they lost to Miami, they lost to New England, and New England got a cupcake schedule coming up, and they play the Bills again.
They're in the same division. That's why it's a cupcake schedule.
Because they play Miami. They play the Giants. Yeah, they play the Giants, Miami.
They got a 2-game lead.
Now, or probably 2.5 technically.
With the division win, right?
Mm.
Yeah, Buffalo. I don't see Buffalo winning that division. And I'm gonna be the first to say, don't be surprised if New England end up being the top seed in the AFC.
The 1 seed? I mean, yeah, if the Colts lose any more games. Yeah, but I said, would they remain in the schedule? Colts lose any more games?
7-game streak. They're looking real good. Now,
yeah,
that don't make me believe them as far as a threat in the playoffs. when the slate is clean, I still wouldn't pick them over the Bills. I wouldn't pick them over the Ravens. I wouldn't pick them over the Chiefs or any teams like that. But I don't see it as far fetched with them being the 1 seed.
No, as of right now, like you said, with the Chiefs having a slow start, I mean, as the Colts had a hot start. I mean, of course, they did get, I mean, new additions on the defensive side to kind of help out. But if they lose or take any step back, or I can praise Pittsburgh defense for that. We're the only team so far has held Jonathan Taylor to nothing. But even still, it's like if another team halts that and slows down Jonathan Taylor, who they rely on so much in their offensive game plan as of right now, and it could be a bad stretch of games for the Colts. And like you said, the Patriots got a cupcake schedule. They take that 1 seed, they're gonna do that easily and run away with it.
Hey, don't forget about Denver, man. They 8-2. I mean, they right at the top 2
Yeah.
as of right now.
I say yeah, because I want to say yeah, they all. I want to say either they all have the same record or the Patriots up
Yeah,
on.
they all 8-2.
Oh.
Yeah. But you talked on Colts Falcons. What you say about? I mean, you talked on the Colts. What'd you say about that game? To segue away from the Bills trashing we've been doing.
Well, I don't know. Just I can definitely say I feel like international games bring out some great performances, but from both either teams, it's like everybody's gameplay. I mean, of course, you want to show out on a bigger stage. This is a nationally televised game, but I mean, Jonathan Taylor's performance was unlike anybody else we've ever seen go across seas and do it. I mean, we've seen stellar performances from quarterbacks, receivers, but as far as a running back, I'm about to say, I believe so far in London or any international game so far, I would say Travis Etienne has the biggest game of like 115 yards. Jonathan Taylor blew that out of the water. So, I mean, not only the Colts, I mean, Indianapolis is technically a small market. And
They're definitely a small market.
so it's you give them this field that they haven't seen in so long that you kind of bring a new light back to that. So I feel like, especially just seeing the two running backs go at it. I mean, Bijan and Jonathan Taylor. I mean, it's praise from back and forth from. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's not old, but let's see, Jonathan Taylor's 26 and Bijan's like 24 or 23. Like literally one to another. Not necessarily, I wouldn't call it a passing of the torch, but it's just like a relay race. Like one's chasing the other, and it was a great spectacle to see. Didn't really expect it to go into overtime. Honestly, thought the Colts would have walked away with that win very easily. But I mean,
yeah, we do have to pay attention to that. You did go to overtime with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I would say like I didn't really expect them to do that, but I mean I guess like I said, the Falcons have a slew of athletes and very great players, and I just think they're not properly used.
You said the who? Falcons?
The Falcons, yes.
Man, do they have the quarterback? Is that their guy solidified 100%? That's always the first position you look at.
That could be the biggest point. I mean, Raheem Morris seems to believe that Penix is his guy. I mean, of course, everybody in the locker room revolves around Penix, but you still have being at the trade deadline passed. I mean, you still have the option of having Kirk Cousins on the roster. So it's like like you said, is he really your guy?
That's what I think they're in the phase of figuring that out. So
But Jonathan Taylor and or comeback player of the year, Daniel Jones.
man,
And
it's just crazy how it seems like they forgot. Like this isn't Jonathan Taylor's first season.
this isn't his first time popping off like this.
Yeah, before the injury, Jonathan Taylor was putting himself in the argument of the best running back.
Yeah, it's like Jonathan Taylor has never been off the radar guy. It was just the injuries kind of like between them. I mean, him, the O line, and then I mean, of course, not having the guy to him. Everybody knows it's you. So I mean, of course, even like his year with Phillip Rivers, his year with Carson, Matt Ryan, you know, and now then Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco. Now you have Daniel Jones. Not saying that any of those were an upgrade from the one from the other, but Daniel Jones seems to be the best out of that whole slew that has been there, aside from Phillip Rivers.
Been through the wire.
You've been through the wire of washed quarterbacks. Can't really speak on Joe. Joe's still slinging that thing.
He was washed in India. No, he played all right with it. Whoa, hey, yo. I didn't even catch it.
I mean,
where we at?
Yeah, oh no, we at Denver. We at Denver. You gotta go to Mile High to see why they keep getting by.
I like how this was started.
Yeah, we gotta go to the Mile High and see why they keep getting by. Because I don't know. I mean, I do. Hey,
holding ground.
They defense has been stout, and it's a bunch of homegrown talent, like with Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, everybody on their defense. Well, aside from the newly acquired additions that they got in the offseason mainly from San Fran, they are all players that they drafted. Most of their top players they drafted. So it's really just more of a being dedicated, zoning into the system, locking in, and truly understanding what we're doing and what we want. And I mean, obviously they have had players step up and show out. You have a defensive player of the year former defensive player of the year on the team, and Patrick Surtain, like he's there. So you have people that lock in and understand. Like once you truly grasp the system and you know what you're doing, hone your craft, and iron sharpens iron. So the better the talent that you line up against and that you're willing to line up with, the better you'll be at the end of the day. So is this defense can continuously go out there and put up, I mean, I would say piggyback performances carrying that offense into victories off of literally just holding the other team's offense to nothing. That just lets you know that we're one of the best defenses. They're not allowing points, but they're also not putting up many.
They got
keep every game low scoring.
They need some help from the quarterback position, man. Bo Nix has to play better.
I mean, I can say you're starting to lean and be right about your AFC West prediction because you predicted the Broncos to win, but the reason that why you thought they were gonna win is not why.
Yeah, I thought because Bo he hasn't put forth what I expected from him this season. But the fact that, like you said, like we've been touching on, they're still 8-2. It just shows the complete team that they have there. And,
it's like sadly I can't say it's like they're playing reverse complementary football.
But it's buying time because you eventually expect. Well, I still expect Bo Nix to play better and be more consistent. So you're just buying yourself time. It's a luxury.
Yeah, it's a luxury that you can win so much on defense now. And this is supposed to be his sophomore slump. So it's like everybody kind of accounts for that. And it's like, okay, we're 8-2 right now, and he's playing bad ball. So if he at any point picks up,
Yeah, we'll be good.
we're the cream of the crop.
I haven't got a lot of my predictions right, but that was one of them.
I say, yeah, that was I can remember that one. I'm like, I remember that the whole time. The Broncos winning, and that's because Bo Nix gonna take that leap, and he took that leap
He took a leap, right?
straight into the ditch. But I mean, speaking of, I like how we was talking about giant collapses. We didn't talk about how they doing it from the top. They fired Daboll like I told y'all they was gonna do. And y'all, I mean, I would have thought that him drafting Dart would have saved his job. But I mean, I guess if you throwing games in the fourth quarter, FBI, y'all might want to get on that. You got to get out of there. You're not putting the team's success forward because you're not trying to win these games. There's multiple times you just not winning these games.
I read that they were 2-8 the last 3 seasons. They've started 2-8 the last 3 seasons.
You can't
once
script
I read
that.
Once I read that, I said, okay, I understand it now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. As much as like you said, like the Daboll hiring for New York, I think was in good faith. Of course, being he aided in the growth of Josh Allen, blah 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 blah. Josh Allen got a lot better after he left.
I ain't gonna say that. Oh my gosh, he didn't get a lot better.
Josh Allen didn't get a lot better.
No, not a lot better.
You know how long Daboll's been in New York?
Yeah, but why that can't just be as far as he's maturing and growing in the league? We're not going to depict that on Daboll leaving.
As far as as far as him being sparing with the ball, and not.
That's what he's doing this year. What are you talking about? He's been very sparing with the ball this year. I think he got three turnover games.
Last year, what was it? Last year, the year before that? Last year was good. The year before that, he was good.
No, that was with Diggs, right?
Yeah, it was Diggs last year.
Yeah. If we look back, I could be wrong. I'm not going to be firm on it.
He threw more interceptions having a true number one than he does without having one.
Yeah, because he was trying to force feed him, make him keep him happy, stuff like that. But Josh Allen is prone to turnovers. It just is like he got a way to go with the bat. He's going to put the ball in some situations.
It's a gunslinger's trait. It's a gunslinger's trait.
Right. He thinks he can make every pass, which he can, really. He can make every pass. But just some of them, don't turn out the way you would like. But I'm not going to test that to Daboll. I think Daboll was tremendous with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen has continued to grow after Daboll left. But to stay on that Giants factor with Daboll, he'll find a spot somewhere as an offensive coordinator, I believe. But Mike Kafka is taking over in the meantime. I really want to know, is that an attractive job come this offseason? Is that a job that you should be highly sought after? I think the GM should be out of there, personally. I think they should.
I would have, if I would have honestly picked anybody, I would have went with the GM first.
Yeah,
but then again, it's like, I mean,
should have pulled to Miami.
They should have pulled to Miami. Just from top to bottom. I mean, let Daboll play this season for his job. Because I mean, that's what Miami already dedicated to doing with Mike McDaniel. Let the players decide if he's gonna win.
What's his name? Joe
Schoen.
Schoen. Okay, yeah. I think he should have been gone first. I remember seeing that episode of the Hard Knocks. Yeah, when he then they showed the effort he put into keeping Saquon in their uniform, and when I saw that, I said, "Oh yeah, this ain't the guy you wanted up top." And then the owner was even getting a little impatient with him towards the end. So I knew
Yeah.
I figured he was on the hot seat since then. So it's kind of surprising to see him go before the GM or see Dayball go before the GM.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not shocked, but I'm more shocked that they didn't go in a pairing. If anybody, if it wasn't gonna be one, it should have been both. If it
That's what I'm
was gonna
about
be
to say.
one, it should have been both.
That's what I'm about to
Just
say.
just go ahead and get them both out of there. But
That being said, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. The Steelers. That's all I got to say. What you got to say about that, Mr. Amari? Go ahead off.
and off in my many weeks about the inconsistency of my defense, and I can actually say they are not to blame this week. It was not my defense's fault. It was actually Aaron Rodgers' fault. And I mean, he owned up to it. Mike Tomlin is back to him with saying like, I mean, you just got to play better. But it's just I call it PPP, piss poor pass. You have no chemistry with your receivers, and it shows. There's no identity or true script to any of these plays going in game. It's just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Or we're just gonna call the plays. We call plays as we walk up to the line. I mean, of course, everybody has an audible, quick go to, but it seemed like none of these were practice, or they were probably put in the playbook way beforehand, and then we just kind of random on Sunday. It's like
You said none of them were practiced.
like
We just drawing stuff up.
he's
Got
just
it.
like, oh yeah, this is what I see from the D line, so we draw it up.
Try this.
I mean, of course, I can't say Broderick was not giving Aaron Rodgers any type of time on the backside against I don't want to get this guy's name wrong, but Thule, he's the leading sacker, the sack leader for the Chargers. And he was not giving him any time versus Thule to Lopu, uh, and it kind of kept him off his spot, and none of the passes were connecting. But it was poor passing, uh, poor passing scheme.
Y'all got to get a second guy. Well, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
But can't get a second
I
guy.
need a
I
second
say
guy.
we. Actually, we did get a second guy. Did get a second guy.
Who?
Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot.
we
That was
did get a
last week.
second guy.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's gonna help out a lot.
Yeah,
That moves the pinball. Y'all did
yeah,
make a good
really.
signing today, though. I like that signing. That's defense. That ain't gonna help on the
I
offense.
mean, yeah, I mean, yeah. See,
Like,
I mean,
they said he cleared, so I want to see how he plays. Sante Samuel.
sadly, I get it, but it's like you said, that's a defensive signing, and then even more so, he's just coming back from having a spinal injury, so
Right.
it's like he's 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna be on the practice squad for a majority of the time. You got and trying to work your way back into playing shape and everything, and just to be ready for that type of impact.
Joey Porter came back in the game.
Yeah, Porter came back, but I'm about to say he'll probably be sidelined next week.
That's good timing. You know, you play this week.
I didn't say probably. Who knows?
Hey, bring Jalen Ramsey out that safety spot, man. Bring him back. He got
We
to follow Jamar.
still ain't got no safeties, man. I
He
mean,
got to
but
follow Jamar. Let him follow Jamar this week. Come on out that safety spot.
he'll probably be up high.
Now y'all
Too high
got
shell.
put Chuck Clark back there. Let him play
Nah,
some more.
he hurt.
He was in the last game. He got hurt last game.
What is it? Nah, you said
When
Chuck
Joey-
Clark.
when
I
Joey
was
went
thinking
out.
of Deshaun Elliott.
Yeah, when Joey went out, y'all slid Ramsey down and put Chuck Clark in. I said, oh yeah, I need to see that next week. I need to see Chuck Clark at safety. But no, but really on the offensive side for y'all, if I may, put
Oh,
my
but
opinion out there,
by all means, off.
we're not gonna say like was I already touched on. You need a weapon outside of DK, but the running game has not been helping either. So defenses are allowed to focus. Not only are we not threatened by your run game, which is what Aaron Rodgers wants play action, so he can go off and play action. We're not threatened by your run game, and you only got one target. You're making it too easy for defenses to just pin their heads down and go after the quarterback. And we know Aaron Rodgers is not as mobile as he once was. Um, so if we bracket DK Metcalf, we feel like these other threats are not real threats and can't get open on their own. So that gives us a little more time to get back there and disrupt the backfield. But the run game has to be a weapon that slows the rushers down. Right now, I don't see no reason, to even respect the run game as far as holding off the pass rushers. So I think the Chargers kind of highlighted that, and I hope Cincinnati can remake that same success.
So the last part of the question, Rams over the 49ers. Lions roar through the Commanders, and then our Monday night results is on you, Mr. Amari.
Am I the only one that expected the Rams to beat the Niners?
No.
I just kind of felt like that was bound to happen. I mean, I feel like the Rams just. I mean, as right now, the Rams are the better team. They are the better team. Um, and the Rams, as of right now, they like I said, Matthew Stafford's playing some of his best ball.
Go ahead, say it, man.
Hmm?
Don't tiptoe around it. Go ahead, say it, man. Say it with your chest. The Rams
I'm
are.
not there.
Don't tiptoe around.
I said,
Probably the best team
Matt
in the
Stafford.
NFC.
Yeah. I say as of right now, healthy, the Rams one of the best teams in the NFC.
Might
But
be number one. Top
I
three.
said, but they definitely their D line peeled back on Mac Jones and made it to the point where it was just like he was under duress all game. I mean, of course, with Jared Verse taking leadership from Aaron Donald, it's like you kind of expect the passing of the torch with that. And I feel like that rivalry, that mindset kind of is derived and carried into that Rams defensive line locker room and that Rams defensive locker room now. So they didn't want to give anything to San Fran. Like, I'm pretty sure it's no true bad blood, but when the Niners step in the SoFi or when the Rams fly or drive to Santa Clara, it's there's no friendships there. This is rivalry week, as anybody that has a true rival knows. There's nothing good that should come about this aside from my win, and the Rams weren't trying to give that up. As far as the Lions playing the Commanders, I mean, we kind of expected that. Without Jada Daniels, with all the injuries that are surrounding the Commanders, and just the Lions being who they are, I expected the Lions to tear the Commanders apart. Although this Lions win came with a twist. Dan Campbell was the offensive play caller. It's which kind of was new. It was not a true demotion of the offensive coordinator, but he just yeah, well, at least in his words, he just wanted to try something out, try something new, and he managed to get each and every one of his offensive weapons involved. Amara, Laporta, Gibbs, Montgomery. He got everybody involved, but he was it definitely focal pointed and highlighted more so Jameer Gibbs and Jamison Williams. But maybe this is a site that we'll see a lot more going forward. Uh, Not so sure, but I'm pretty sure maybe later on in the season or maybe once or twice in the playoffs, you may catch this scene once again. Kitty.
Um, the Lions' offense is just overpowering. They have too much talent. So I don't care who calls the plays, really. With the talent that they have, as long as the quarterback don't put them in compromising positions, they'll be fine. As far as the Rams look like a bona fide contender. Like I said earlier, I can't put them as far as NFC threats no lower than 3. I probably have them maybe first, 1 or 2. As far as when that offense is fully healthy and clicking, as far as their run game and the 2 passing threats they have, along with Matthew Stafford playing at an elite level, and then the defense still sound enough to keep them into games and get the ball back to the offense. The Rams look extremely dangerous right now. But as far as what else we didn't touch on, Monday night. Monday night was a doozy, man. There was 2 defenses, which is another threat, the Philadelphia Eagles. But it went down. Matter of fact, it was both NFC contenders.
Mm-hmm.
And that game probably is what made me put LA above these 2 teams from that performance. But as you know, there, it came down to a last-minute field goal attempt. Missed a 64-yarder with the opportunity to send in overtime. End score was 10-7. We don't see games like that too often, especially not prime time. But both defenses came to play. Offense didn't really have too many opportunities.
It was definitely, like I said, the defense didn't give many opportunities to either offense. I do want to highlight Jalen Phillips' debut for Philadelphia. He had eight hurries, 1 QB hit, a game-sealing TFL, and 1 pass breakup. He played pretty decently for, I would say, of course, his first game in Philadelphia, but even more so, just learning Vic Fangio's defense. So it was, of course, testament to his intellect and how his IQ of being able to pick up this defense so soundly and so quickly. But I think this was exactly what Philly needed coming off the edge, of course, with the injury to Nolan Smith. And now, whenever Nolan Smith comes back, you have him to pair alongside him with Jalen Hunt and Brandon Graham within rotation. It keeps everybody on the D-line fresh, keeps the defense fresh, keeps that defense scary.
So we're gonna get to the next topic, which is one of our best veterans in the game is KD. The question is Keenan Allen a Hall of Famer? Why or why not? It's on you, Mr. KD.
Keenan Allen is, like you said, one of the respected vets. One of the purest and smoothest route runners in the game, probably in the game ever, as far as how he gets in and out of his breaks and can make everything look the same. He's highly been productive throughout his career as far as the volume of receptions he's had, season in and season out. But with all those positives said, I can't see him, or I won't give the nod as a guaranteed Hall of Famer. If he makes it, I wouldn't say he's not deserving. But the real thing that holds him back is the lack of playoff success, but we don't really tie that to receivers. We don't weigh it as heavily for receivers, but really his touchdown production is not up to par to a guaranteed Hall of Fame receiver. He's never had a 10 touchdown performance in any season of his career. Now his receptions, he's always going to be high volume with the receptions, but the getting in the end zone part, which is very important to any offensive weapon, it just doesn't match up to the production of a first ballot or guaranteed Hall of Famer. So I wouldn't be surprised if he make it, but I just don't think he's Hall of Famer from opinion as it stands right now because of the lack of touchdowns or the,
All right, Mr. KD.
Yeah.
I get the touchdowns, but when it comes to playoff success and success overall, is that because of him or the team that he was on?
Yeah, I said the receivers, that don't really weigh heavy with receivers because they're dependent on the situation. So I'm not holding that against them. I'm just saying if he would have had that playoff success, that would have aided his case along with the touchdowns. But yeah, he can't control the situations he was in, even though he had a possible Hall of Fame quarterback for a long time too.
No, I agree with you. I don't really think Keenan Allen is gonna get the nod. I do think if he, like you said, if he was to get in, I'm not against it. But I do respect his craft, respect exactly everything that he is. Guaranteed secure catch guy. Um, but it's like you said, as far as his touchdowns, he only has, as of right now, even though he's actively still playing, he only has 70 career touchdowns. So you haven't even crossed the century mark as far as touchdowns, which is what most consider pretty much the bare minimum as far as a Hall of Fame receiver. So, I mean, I don't think I believe Keenan Allen is about 32 that he's gonna put up another 30 touchdowns in the next few years. If you haven't put up a 10 touchdown season by now, you're probably not gonna get it. So, uh, if he, like I said, if he does get in, it probably won't. It for sure not be a first ballot, but I don't know, maybe second, third, depending on who he's running up against. But no, I wouldn't give him the nod.
But he did pass a Hall of Famer in Antonio Gates for Chargers all-time reception. So we'll
Yes, he
give him a shout
did.
out for that.
Definitely ring of honor.
Being said, is it because he passed up a tight end that is such a different end? I'm asking you, Mr. KD.
Say that again. What you mean?
Meaning, he passed a Hall of Fame tight end, but he's not a Hall of Famer. So it's because he's a wide receiver that he can't pass a tight end. Like, you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, a tight end can get 800 catches. A wide receiver get 800 catches. He's not a Hall of Famer. So is it position, or what are you really judging him by? That's the real question.
Well, Antonio Gates is a Hall of Famer already. And at the tight end position, it's probably a little easier to get in there than the receiver position just off the wealth of players. So if that's what you're trying to say, is it harder to get it as a receiver? Is that what you're saying?
No. What's your criteria that you judging him based off? That's really the question. Are you judging him based off a pass catcher, receiver? He passed the Hall of Fame. What you really judging him by? Like, so somebody would say that he just passed up a Hall of Famer. Why not? He's a Hall of Famer. He passed the Hall of Fame up. That makes him a Hall of Famer, right?
Because Antonio Gates scored. Get in the end zone.
A sport, which is basketball. Non-veterans. Who's the best young player, 25 and under? And also, Mr. KD, I'm gonna start with you. I want to know kind of like the young teams, them little young up and rising teams. What you think, and kind of list those off. Who you think really taking over the league right now in the first? We can't say quarter, so I say like what, the first eighth of the season. So it's on you, Mr. KD.
Yeah, we cut it at 25, so we counting a 25-year-old that I had to name, and he recently just turned 25. Tyrese Maxey, off of how he started this season, and he was really the high like point of thinking of this topic is the way he's balling right now and the stats and statistics he's put up. That's what needs to be talked about along with the other names that I have up here. But Tyrese Maxey, before I get into those, Tyrese averaging 33 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists so far in this season. Yeah, I said that right. 33, 5, and 8. He's here. He's stating his case that he's here. Now, what that means for his team going forward, we don't know. They got some decisions to make. But as far as 25 and under, he's going to be the top of my list right now. Well, sorry, he's going to be second on my list. I can't forget this guy. Wembanyama, who is going to be the best player in the league in one day if he can stay healthy and continue to grow and stack onto the bag he already has. I see the sky the limit for Wemby. But Cade Cunningham, another young player I give a shout out to at 24 years old. What he's been able to do with the Pistons, with them giving him free reign, like they give him the keys to the car, and he has the right to do whatever he needs to do on the court with that team.
Like 46 other night.
I don't see him slowing down either, Mark. I think this is just the trajectory is just going to keep going up. And if they can get another talent down there, Detroit could probably turn this thing around.
They really hoping it's Asar or Jaden Ivey.
Well, you can keep hoping, but you need a proven guy. If you can get him, and it's going to be hard to get him to Detroit. We know that. Yeah, we know all that. But if you can get a proven guy down there, like when Kevin Durant was available, I was thinking about that Pistons move as far as someone you could just plug and play and it could help with Cade Cunningham's growth. But it's not hampering him. He's averaging 28, 5, and 10 right now with no guaranteed or certified guy. So he's doing all right. Paolo Banchero is a guy that being a Duke fan, I've always had high hopes for. He can do everything on the court. I just wish the aggression would step up a little bit, where he gets a little more dominant and enforces his will a little more instead of letting the game come to him. But that's just naturally his game. So maybe that dog in him, well, he's still a dog, but maybe that alpha in him will take over and show itself as he continues to grow, because he's only 22 as well, being under 25. But last shout out is Ant Edwards. I forgot Ant was under 25. That's how highly esteemed I think of him. I'm thinking he's already up there with the proven guys. But with that list of those 5 guys, I think, like I've been saying ever since basketball season started back up, the league is in good hands with this young talent and moving forward. Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Victor Wembanyama, Ant Edwards, Paolo. I think the league's in good hands with the young guys. Who I missed? You got somebody I missed?
I was about to say, no, I was about to say, I mean, you did kind of, some guys that I did think you were going to say, like you talking about, like LaMelo, Sengun.
I thought about Sengun.
Me just throwing them in there. Hallie, J-Dub, Chet. It's like I said, it's some guys that you could have pulled, but
they can't move out the top 5. Can't none of those.
That's what I'm saying. None of those guys would I say, like, all right, you could be the guy. It's like I'd take Hallie as a smooth 6 man.
Sengun was a close one for me though. I thought about Sengun.
I would have thought you would have said Sengun, but I would say your 5 made sense.
Yeah, I tried to stop it at 5 because if I kept going, I was going to name half the league probably. Like you said, the names Jalen Williams. I didn't even think of Halliburton age-wise. Who else you said? Sengun. There was one more. J-Dub. These are names that I thought of, but when I was trying to cut it at 5, I said, I don't see, you can't move none of them. Like Wemby is solidified. We know Wemby's going to be there. And
it's like, I mean,
Tyrese Maxey and Cade Cunningham is making their impression. So
to the same thing that you said with Ant, I thought Ant was like 26, 27. And then like doing research, he's only 24, 25.
24.
I was shocked to see that he was only 24. I'm like, oh.
And Wemby's only 21. Balling the way he's balling.
The man, he's just stopped growing. And that's if that. Wemby's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, he is dangerous right now. He's gonna be. What's past dangerous? We need to find a different adjective past dangerous, but whatever it is, he's gonna be that.
Deadly. With that being said, we're gonna get to the next topic, which is we're gonna stay in the basketball realm. A lot of these are vets, relatively speaking, but some are not. And I think you probably want to take this first, Mr. KD. I was gonna throw to Mr. Amari, but who you think that you got for the best third options in the NBA? So you got your Reeves out there, you got your Aaron Gordons. I don't think he's a third option, but some people on this panel believe he's a third option. With that being said, it's on you, Mr. KD.
Well, I would take it just because he thought I couldn't.
There you go, Mar. There you go, Mar.
You gonna do
Don't
that
put
just
some
because you
respect.
don't think I
I don't
can't.
put some respect on your
But
name, man.
since you started by taking two people off the list that I did have with
Yeah,
Austin Reeves and
then he
Aaron
goes and
Gordon,
take two names
yeah,
off you.
you gonna start giving answers.
Yeah.
You're gonna start giving answers. Like, hey, ain't nobody asking for that. But like I said, yeah, Austin Reeves, I have Aaron Gordon. J Dub is who I would honestly take as one of him, Derek White, or I would say were two of the best third options. Like arguably one and two in my opinion, and then I would say three would be Aaron Gordon. But yeah, KD, who else you got?
Well, like you said, he took two names off the board, so I'm not even going to spend too much time on him. Aaron Gordon, who is definitely the third option. I don't know what he was trying to insinuate with that statement, but Aaron Gordon, Austin Reeves, who's averaging 35-9 right now. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, because I didn't even know it. But for him to be putting up numbers like that, and LeBron not even played yet, this is just phenomenal for his growth moving forward. But another name that I think is always going to be on the list as far as third option is Evan Mobley. Outside of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland on that team. When we go down to Golden State, third option, I got Jimmy Butler as the third option. Now, somebody say Draymond is going to go over him. Somebody say Kuminga go over him. However you want to swing it around. But the way they play, I just look at Jimmy Butler as the third option in Golden State right now. And if he's your third option, your team's in a good spot. And then with the Spurs, I couldn't really say who would be the third between Harper, Stephon Castle, and then De'Aaron Fox just getting back. So I went and did Stephon Castle as a third option for the Spurs, with Fox and Wemby being 1-2, and they get a little nod too. But you brought up J Dub. That's somebody I forgot about as far as the third option on his team with OKC. But if I'm
I
picking the
mean, to
number
be
one third
honest,
option,
you can say J Dub or Chet. To be honest,
you can flip flop him. Yeah, whichever one.
it's like
It
it kind of
depends on
go.
how you look at it.
I say you could kind of flip flop those two because I feel like
Derek
on
White
any
was another
given
one.
night, Chet will go off. You said who?
No, Derek White. You named Derek White. That was another one, another good one.
Oh yeah. Derek White was the first person I kind of thought of when they came to third scoring option. I'm like Derek White. I'm like because it was in my head it was kind of came straightly off playoff production, and J Dub and Derek White were the first two people that came to mind because Derek White honestly he'd be carrying the Celtics in the playoffs.
Yeah,
He'd be
he's
carrying them in the
probably the
playoffs.
most outside of Austin Reeves. I'll say outside of Austin Reeves, he's probably the most volatile third option as far as he swings games. If he shows up to that level, his third option availability really swings the game for the Celtics. And I think same thing with the Lakers. If you got LeBron and Luka doing their thing, and Austin Reeves could have one of those games that he's liable to have, then that swings the whole pendulum as far as their chances of winning. So they're probably the two most volatile third options, and Aaron Gordon as well too. I can't forget him because if we got a man that can go and get 50 on any given night, still play defense on the other side as well as rebound, and get the offense moving as far as bringing the ball up. Aaron Gordon is got to get a shout out too. But those are just a few of the names of third options. We're in the league now where we don't have super teams, so it's not like your third option is a 10-time All-Star or superstar like it was probably a couple hours back. But we still have volatile third options, as you can see. Do we have any super teams left? What's a super team left? There's no more of them, right?
Nah, no super teams. Just a bunch of teams with superstars.
Yeah. So and we've still got third options where, because I don't think, let me see. Out of all the names, we didn't name no All-Stars, right? I said Jimmy Butler, but
I mean Derek White.
Evan Mobley is an All-Star too.
I said Derek White, Evan Mobley, and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I don't know. J Dub wasn't an All-Star last year.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Yep, sure was. I believe. I could be wrong, but I think he made it last year.
And Mr. KD, that was kind of the question I was going to ask when you even brought this conversation up. It was like when you said that, I was like third option. In my head, I'm thinking big three. When you got a third option, you talking about that third guy that's a semi superstar. In today's NBA, what you think is the definition of a third option? Just the person that scores the third most points? What is the true definition in this new NBA of a third option?
No, I think the definition will always still be the same. It's the third guy. It's a pecking order. That's just how it is when you got a sports team. It's a pecking order. So we're looking at.
But see, this is the point, Mr. KD. This is the point I'm getting at. So what I'm saying is, your third option sometimes he can go off and get 40, but if you just a guy that your job is score 16, do that makes you the third option, or that makes you the person to get the third most points on the team? That's really the question that I'm asking.
Depends on what team you're on. Like you're not. Your third option is not always.
Sometimes I need you to get 40. I need that third to get 40. So my question is, see, where I came from, our third options.
This is how we check it right here. When Draymond was the third option, we never needed him to go get 30.
No. Dre was. So when you go back to the Warriors, like for instance, Iggy was the third option. Then you had Harrison Barnes. Then you had. I'm talking about scoring. That's not
the third option.
Then when KD got there, he was the fourth option. So my point is, there was never a time in the Warriors dynasty where we said, Draymond, I need you to get 40. And with that being said, if you remember, I want to say it was Game 7 that they lost when LeBron came back.
To get 40?
Yeah, 34 points.
We needed Iguodala to get 40, is what you're saying?
No.
He was the third option.
He had the ability to do so. There's a difference between do I need you to get it and having the ability to do
Poole
so.
Can go get you 40.
You said what, sir?
Jordan Poole can go get you 40. No shout to him, but
scoring
is not it.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that. In that NBA Finals in 2020, I believe he was the third option because of that reason right there. He was explosive. He could get you 40. And then they beat the Warriors and they got their fourth ring. You just proved my point. Thank you, sir. Case closed. You want to get some
the third option?
Yes, on that championship run, that one right there, or that 2020. Yes.
So he jumped over Draymond.
You said what?
So he was more valuable than Draymond.
Yes, and you know how you know this? Because Draymond punched him because of that. But we can get to the next topic. With that being said, hey, Mr. KD, I'm starting the bandwagon for Jonathan Taylor as the MVP. I'm starting it right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I know a couple of shows did certain things about it, but they ain't gonna talk about it the way we talk about it. When he broke off that 83-yard run, I made the list. I said, yo, he's the MVP. And I'm gonna start it off by this. So me and Amari were talking earlier. And he was like, yeah, you was the one. You was talking about Saquon this, Saquon that. I was like, yeah, because I'm tired of this being a quarterback award. If we're going to make it a quarterback award, we're going to name it the Tom Brady Award and then get over with. But with that being said, this man is leading the league in rushing. He doing his thing, XYZ. I believe Saquon could have got the MVP this year. Obviously, he can't. I don't know what the Eagles is doing, but this is the new segment. You please tell me why I'm wrong, or are you coming along? Is Jonathan Taylor the new MVP of the league? It's on you, Mr. KD.
As of right now, probably, yeah. I'm not sold on it because I know the history of the game, and it's always going to lean towards that quarterback that's doing it at a high level. So Jonathan Taylor might be right now, but the sad part is we don't pick the MVP right now. That award is not given right now. It's at the end of the year. And like I named Stafford earlier, he's gaining a lot of traction and climbing that MVP ladder very quickly. Another name I want you to watch out for, Lamar Jackson is back. He had a tremendous start to his season. Drake May, another quarterback that's
Drake
doing it.
May.
Jared Goff is still putting up numbers. So it's too many quarterbacks that are doing it at an elite level right now for me to give this award to Jonathan Taylor this early. But I will say he's the head runner right now. And like Amari been touching on for a while, even before it became main topic, he's hands down problem. It ain't no problem. He's hands down gonna be the offensive player of the year. That award is there for him. But as far as the MVP, I don't know. But look, Jonathan Taylor got 1,139 yards.
Wait, go ahead.
What's
Go
that?
ahead. Say it. Go ahead. And say it. Go ahead. And say it. Because I got something that's even funnier than
139
that.
yards. James Cook is the second leading rusher. He's got him by over 200 yards. He's clearing him by over 200 yards. 15 touchdowns.
Jonathan Taylor has 1,100 and how many is to be exact?
39 rushing yards right now.
1,139 rushing yards. I know he has 15 touchdowns. Justin Fields has 1,000 passing yards.
Hey,
Jonathan Taylor has more rushing yards and touchdowns than this man has passing yards and passing touchdowns.
That's unnecessary, man. Justin Fields, keep doing what you're doing, man.
It seems unnecessary, but if these numbers don't seem crazy enough, just let that be known. He's throwing the ball 40 yards. This man has to rush. He has to run the ball 40 yards. There's a difference. Like I throw the ball and then other people do the work and I get credit for those yards. Versus this man is doing all this work for these yards and he has more than me.
Oh, the numbers are crazy. I'm right there with you.
Like I said, the numbers are crazy.
Yeah. 15 touchdowns. That's 4 more than Josh Jacobs. That's the next closest person to him. He has 189 carries, so the workload is there. The workload is there. Most carries in the league. He has only 9 more carries than C-Mac. So C-Mac's at 180 carries, and we all know how much they use him in that San Francisco
overused.
Offense. Yeah. So with that 9 carries in between them, Jonathan Taylor has over 500 more yards than C-Mac and just 9 more carries. So the numbers that the guy's putting up week in and week out is tremendous. But when you're in that position for the MVP, the quarterbacks are going to get the advantage. And when you got a Matthew Stafford who got 2,400 plus yards, 25 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, got a Jared Goff that got 2,200 plus, 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Drake May, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, while having the best record in the league. And then, like I said, don't give up on Lamar yet.
QB rating.
Do not give up on Lamar yet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like if they ain't give it to him last year, they ain't gonna give it to him.
Right, the record might hold him back. But he got 15 touchdowns and 1 interception through 6 games already. So
yeah, he was out for a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been out
for a month, and probably I think he's like 3rd or 4th in the league in passing touchdowns.
Right, so
he's out for a month.
I get it. It's not likely because, like you said, the record is going to hold him, as well as that missed time is going to work against you. But
there's only one other person that he's not on that list. But then again, you kind of can't count him out just because he'll yeah. I say he there. He ain't on there, but I know he on there.
Oh, he on there. You the best. You're the best, man.
Like, he salvaged this season, just turned it around and just
the record might hurt him too, though. The record might hurt him too, unless, like you said,
I feel like the one thing that will hurt him the most is the loss to Buffalo. That'll be, I think that'll be the loss that hurts him the most.
They beat them every year when it don't matter. They ain't gonna do
that. Award given to you because of the stuff that you did when it didn't matter.
I'm saying Matthew Stafford.
They already know who's getting that award before. The person that I picked at the beginning of the year is no longer in this list. So
hey, the guy Daniel Jones had cooled down a little bit. He cooled
Yeah, I
down.
mean, like I told you, he got comeback player of the year, Daniel Jones, and offensive player of the year, Jonathan Taylor.
I agree with
I
you
agree with
on
you on MVP Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not gonna give it to him, but hey, this is some heat.
4 touchdowns in 3 straight games with no interceptions. Man he went 12-0 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you the question for both of y'all before we get to the next topic. Matthew Stafford, I can understand the 4 touchdowns and all that. So we just not gonna give it to a running back? Like we just made our mind up that the MVP is a quarterback trophy. I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD, and Mr. Murray. So that's what we decided.
Man, I ain't gonna stay on it too long. Maybe Mario spend some more time on it. I'm gonna keep it simple, because we fall into making it seem like it's unfair. If we just break it down to simple math, Stafford has
No,
25 touchdowns.
let me
Jonathan Taylor
let me
has
stop.
15.
Let me stop you right there. Pretty sure you only seen 2 running backs win that award. Your name ain't Sean
That's from
Alexander.
AP, right?
If your name ain't Sean Alexander and your name ain't Adrian Peterson, you not getting that award.
Running backs
Oh,
running
yeah.
in the 90s.
They still running the 2000s and they ain't winning nothing.
I just want to know is 25 more than 17? Just want to know. Because the game is scoring. So if 25 is more than 17, then I have an argument.
I'm gonna get to the next topic, but this is my only closing argument. This is my point. When you was talking Daniel Jones, it was right there with you. But guess who's carrying Daniel Jones? Jonathan Taylor. So with that being said, we're gonna get
What
to the
position
next
Daniel
topic.
Jones play?
With that being said, we're gonna get to the next topic. That's our injury report. So we got Jackson Dart knocked out. And this is the crazy thing. They said they had 4 possible concussions before today. So I don't know exactly where he stands at right now. Mr. Amari gonna get to it as we speak about that. Garrett Wilson leads with a knee injury. Last thing, if I'm Garrett Wilson, I don't know if my knee really injured, but I lead the Jets also. It's on you, Mr. Amari.
Jackson Dart leaving the game with a concussion. He's had 4 so far just this season. He's been evaluated for. So whether that's I would say a critique to his reckless play or even more so just some forward advice to the fact that he needs to start sliding because I mean CTE and brain injuries is not something that we want to see now in today's NFL. I say, which is henceforth why they've been moving forward with a lot of guardian caps. But the Giants will probably more than likely be evaluated for that, and they're processing with Jackson Dart and his evaluations for these concussions. Garrett Wilson does have he did exit Sunday's game with a knee injury, and he'll probably be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks. Elton Jenkins, center for Green Bay, broke his leg unfortunately on Monday Night Football, um, and expecting athlete. Travis Hunter out for the season, unfortunately. So luckily enough, the Jags did dip in the trade deadline to buy for Jacoby Myers. So this does come at a good and timely cost. Uh, and I think that is all as far as the injury news. But Katie, you got any other injuries?
No, you hit on all the main ones, and a few I wasn't aware of. So you hit on all of them. Sad to see Jackson Dart though, man. That's he gonna learn to protect himself.
Yeah, it's a growth thing. I say he'll learn. I mean, I get it. You can't get mad at your athlete for wanting to win, wanting to get more yards, wanting to give that little bit of extra effort. But you have to play it safe. You have to play the part safely, especially being the most important position in football, being the quarterback of franchise.
So, Mr. Amari, let me ask you this question. Who does it look like have the early winners in the trade debate? Like, so the teams that have made the trades recently, who's the winners right now coming up? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, big trade winners. I mean, losing Travis Hunter. So now, I mean, you had a loss on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, but being that you did trade for Jacoby Myers, you have that addition on the offensive side of the ball go alongside with Brian Thomas Jr. So you're not as reliant on Travis Hunter. So now you have Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers, and Parker Washington as your three-headed monster on offense as far as the receiving core. On defense, I mean, you still do kind of have a step back, being that you did get rid of Tyson Campbell. So it's Greg Newsom, and I'm not exactly sure on who the cornerback two will be in place for Travis Hunter for the rest of the season now, being that he is hurt and out for the rest of the season. Um, other two, my other two big winners are two of our trade, well, they were trade targets, but new additions to new team, new faces and new places. Sauce Gardner getting his first win this season. Yes, he did not play. He did not play in the game against with the Bengals versus the Jets. The Bengals lost to the Jets. He did not play. So the Colts win. That was his first win this season. So I know he is happy. And Rashid Shaheed getting out of New Orleans. That's the only reason getting out of New Orleans. Uh,
Shout out Seattle, man. We gotta start talking about them more too. Seattle balling.
Seattle is Sam Darnold is balling.
Well, JSN too.
Yeah,
And that defense is a problem.
nah,
Seattle,
that defense
they're balling.
two. Hey, they had two defensive touchdowns. Demarcus Lawrence, two scooping scores. But yeah, KD, you got any other winners for the trade
Nah,
deadline?
Sauce.
You got
I'm right there with you with
uh,
Sauce.
uh,
And then Jalen Phillips. Yeah.
I mean, he said he did say this was the best moment. Him getting traded to Philly was the best moment of his life.
And Sauce needs to say that out loud too. I don't care who like it. You need to say, I'm so dang glad to be out of that Jets organization. But he's a professional guy. He's not gonna do that. So I'll do it for you. I got you, Sauce.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transition to the NBA with the injury report in particular. And I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD. Zion hurt again and again and again and again and again. What we gonna do with him? All right. Well, what should the Pelicans do with him? It's on you, Mr. KD.
It's just a hamstring injury, man. I'm not saying it like just because, like you mentioned, his history is really what we're harping on right now. His injury history, but it's a hamstring injury. He should be back within a week or so from when he injured it, so it should be shortly coming up. But as of right now, he leads that team in points, rebounds, and assists with 22, 7, and 5. The fact that he leads that team in assists with 5 assists is crazy to me. But he leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. So Zion is not the Pelicans' problem. Zion's health is hurting the Pelicans, but they have a lot more they need to figure out before they harp in on the Zion situation. Maybe Zion shouldn't be your best option, with his injury history. maybe we need to put somebody on that roster that can keep the boat afloat while we might be missing Zion or lighten the load on Zion. But Pelicans don't have a Zion problem right now, as I think. They got bigger problems than that. They're 2-8, not to mention, but yeah, they got bigger problems than Zion.
I definitely do think, like what you said, his injury history, and even more so that some of his injuries, at least in the previous ones, were a bit more major than this one, maybe, but minor injuries become major problems eventually. So who knows what exactly they do plan to do with Zion? I'm pretty sure that they still plan to move forward with Zion as their star, as their collective centerpiece for their team. But I mean, maybe it's a change of scenery does benefit most people. As you said, the addition to a true bona fide star that could hold the fort down when he's not there. I mean, I, that just goes to show that they don't see that in Bi as much. But who knows?
You know, they shipped him out.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, in Toronto.
Oh, I definitely forgot about that.
You know who they got now? the guy that our team would bring up earlier. Well, I bought him up, but he said Jordan Poole was the third option. That's their number one option. How's that going, huh? IP? That's going good for them.
I would have kept Bi.
He was a third option on the championship team, though. So hey, you know,
I mean, he was the
that
number
was
one
not a
option.
good one.
He was he the number one option when he was in
Number one option in
Washington?
Washington. Yeah. Didn't work out there either.
Oh, I say because I'm like Kuz. I'm like,
And that goes to the point I was trying to say. Just because you can score, or you're a high level scorer, that doesn't guarantee you a spot in this hierarchy. Your top three.
You're right about that. But speaking of high scores, Mr. KD, I gotta ask you a question. We had a Joel B and Joel B sighting, man. We seen him, like, I mean, I think he dropped 30. I think he dropped 30.
29. But Joel Embiid, when he played this season,
Not 30.
when Joel Embiid, outside of that first game, when he has played, he's played pretty solid as far as scoring. Now, his legs are gone. I'm letting you. His rebounder will never be the same. He's literally a shooting guard right now. That's who he's transformed into. Just a big one. But as far as scoring, he's been putting up 20 in the 6 games that he's played. So we just got to lower the expectations a little bit. We're not going to get that Joel Embiid MVP status, at least not this season. I don't see. Maybe if he can stay healthy through this one, he can rebuild towards that in the future. But he's averaging 19, 5, and 3 in the 6 games. He's only missed 4. Well, that's not only. If you miss 4 out of 10 games, that's a big amount. But when he's on the court, he's producing scoring wise. But he's not giving much of anything else. And that's really what's going to be his ticket out of there, I think.
yeah, I mean, they're not seeing that MVP level, or they can't see it translate on both ends. Like you said, dude, with the scoring and you're not rebounding, and you're not going to be able to get back on defense as well. It's going to be a ticket down.
And you're going to end up being a liability on defense because if you can't move laterally or like you used to, we're going to start attacking you in the pick and roll situation and everything. And just to point out, when he got that 29-point game, or you want to call it a 30-point game, he hasn't played since, and he's ruled out for the next game. So that 29 came in the call.
What is that, 5 of 11 now?
Yeah, that's going to be 5 out of 11. So, yeah, we are
starting to get a lot closer towards 50% already. So can I now bring in Heat 3, Cut 5, current quarterback?
Oh. See, I know the rules now. You ain't going to fool me as easy this time.
Hold on one second. Because it's an elephant in the room. and he won the crown, dripped in purple and gold. Old man Willis. So, but brought him up. Oh, don't forget the crown and all that. So, with that being said, what do we expect when he finally come back? Because the recent reports is that he will be back very
he's
soon.
coming shortly. It's coming.
He'll be back very soon. So I'm saying that what we expect? 12 points, 11 points, 9 points. Like what we expect?
I expect, and I'm in the West, so I'm not going to be overly behind the Lakers because they're still not better than us. They're not better than OKC. They might not be better than Houston. We'll see how that continues to grow. But I have them as the third most dangerous team in the West now and once Braun comes back. Because I think this is going to be the year where Braun can come in as the third option comfortably. I don't want to take nothing off the table for Reeves. I want you to keep doing your thing. Luka, keep doing your thing. And LeBron turns into the third option that easily. If you can have LeBron James as your third option, sky's the limit. We can't put no limitations on what you can do with this season. They're 8-3 right now. Like I mentioned earlier, Reeves averaging 30, Luka's averaging dang near triple-double. They're balling. LeBron's going to come ease right in, slow step his way into the rhythm and not try to mess no things up. But they're going to be dangerous. I think the league is going to be put on notice. LeBron as a third option. We've never seen this. So the Lakers are in good hands. Messing up the rhythm. Now he's going to have to be comfortable with the ball outside of his hands, of course, if we want to continue to let Luka run the show. And then he's not going to be as reliant upon on scoring wise, but we will need to see some of the, the little nuances that we expect from his game as far as putting the other teammates or the other four guys on the floor in better situations and better positions to score. Another highlight for the Lakers so far is DeAndre Ayton. He's been what they need from the 5 position. He's averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and that's all that's required. They don't need a Joel Embiid in his prime or Nikola Jokic. They just need a solid guy that can get the ball off the glass and can finish lob attempts and inside in the paint. So with Ayton averaging 16, Rui averaging 16, Austin Reeves and Luka averaging 30 plus, and then the crown is on his way back. Yeah. Pay attention to the Lakers moving forward. What you got, Amari?
I feel like you touched everything, especially with DeAndre Ayton, because I feel like he was. I mean, of course, with LeBron coming back, I feel like he gonna play a lot better now. But he was the piece that I think they really needed. They just needed, like you said, somebody to get it off the glass, somebody to be able to. They could throw lobs to in the pick and roll, or they could just throw it down low, and he could get an easy back to the basket board or back to the basket bucket for them. Just so we don't have to have everything spread out on the wings, we can crash it down low with you. So having that, and then I mean having the additions of Rui being able to pull up from the 4, and he can shoot from each elbow as well as what he can do down low. Is able to space out defenses as well as keeping every opening lanes for Luka. Yeah.
LeBron would be the third option.
Yeah. But it's crazy to say that LeBron James would be a third option.
What?
It's that Lakers team at full capacity can be is dangerous at full capacity. They are dangerous. They are sneaky.
One thing that's still alarming as you see them is the shooting. And
yes.
that might end up costing them when you got to play them in the playoffs back to back. The shooting, if they can make a move to, get them some more guaranteed shooting, I think that'll help, especially once you put LeBron back on the floor in these situations, because he's not that high level of a shooter. Of course, we all know that. But that's one thing that's a little alarming. But if LeBron can step back in, and I'm not even going to raise the bar. If LeBron comes and averages 25 and 5, The Lakers are and Reeves and Luca continue what they're doing.
Mr.
The Lakers
KD,
are
20.
great.
Mr. KD. Mr. KD. 25.
25 and 5. I'm saying bare minimum 20 points. We know he's gonna do it.
I'm saying 22.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we know he's gonna eclipse 20. But I'm saying even if it's just 20, 25.5, 25 rebounds, 5 assists. We know he's gonna eclipse that, but that's all that's required. He's the third option.
All
League
right.
in trouble. League in trouble. If LeBron could come in and comfortably be the third option, while the Lakers can still succeed with AR and Luka, league might be in trouble. But they got to get.
No, I don't know. I don't know if the league is in trouble, but the Lakers may be worse. But with that being said, I'm gonna get to the next topic, and I'm gonna start with Mr. Amari. This is cut 5, keep 3, quarterback additions.
Have no Brees Hall instances this time.
Like I said, this is keep 3, cut 5. This is all current QBs.
Clarification: we're going off this season, right? We're going off right now.
Going up this season.
Okay.
I have all names from this year. So, IT, KD, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right. KD, first name, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I like where we starting. Oh, I'm not keeping him.
Cut.
Daniels.
Cut.
I'm gonna cut him.
Baker Mayfield.
Keep.
See, you went backwards this time. This ain't like the running backs was. See, now I'm regretting. I could have kept Jaden Daniels.
Hold on. Do you keep Jaden Daniels?
I'm gonna keep Baker.
All right.
No, because he already got 3 down. Daniels could have made my keep. He could have made my keep.
Drake May.
See? Right now, I'm gonna cut him though. That ain't got nothing against what he is or who he is right now as far as an MVP candidate and owning the best record in the league. Yeah, you are that guy possibly, but I gotta cut you.
Matthew Stafford.
No, Drake May. Cut.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford, keep.
Yeah, you know where I'm at with that.
Sam Darnold.
Cut.
Cut.
JJ McCarthy.
You see what I mean? I knew I should have kept Jaden Daniels. See, he went backwards on this one, man.
Hey, man.
I ain't got no choice, right? Oh, no, I got another name after this. Okay, yeah, he
JJ
cut.
McCarthy, cut twice.
Yeah, he cut. I got another name. I forgot I got another name. Okay.
Cut him for both of the J's in his name.
Who's the last name? What we got? Be better than Jaden Daniels. Be better than Jaden Daniels.
I'm going to just tell you that you got this wrong. You've cut Drake May, Jalen Hurts, Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy, and Jaden Daniels, and you decided to keep Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, and Michael Penix Jr.
See what I mean?
I'll take that.
I don't, because Drake May could have took that spot.
Drake May could have took that spot.
Jalen Hurts could have took that spot. Matter of fact, everybody that I cut could have took that spot.
May taking that spot, but I'll take that. I'll take that because if
he might be the worst. He might be the worst out of the 8.
Yeah. But no. JJ.
No, I've seen enough from JJ. JJ looks
No.
Penix might be the worst out of the 8.
No. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you
what worst out of the 8, Amari.
I'm gonna tell you what Michael Penix got over JJ McCarthy. You wanna know that, KD?
You about to say
this
something.
KD?
Go ahead.
He was available his rookie year.
Bench. for most of it.
Like real spill. When you look at it, we got Baker, we got Matthew Stafford, we got Penix. I'm looking at it like this. I'm gonna
Penix
stop
is the worst quarterback out of those 8.
Matthew Stafford. Baker's my backup. Penix the understudy. I'm good with that. I can live with that.
No, that's
As
not
a
how it
QB
goes.
room, that would be a nice QB room.
Yeah, but that's not how this segment goes. We're not doing it, putting them all on one roster. No, we talking about ranking them. Who the worst quarterback out of that 8, Amar?
Penix.
It's down to, we know who the bottom 2 is, but
Yeah.
Penix is worse than Jaden to me personally. I've seen some highlights from JJ where if he could just get that consistency and stay available.
Jaden Daniels on injury reserve, so at least I got a live batter.
Penix just came off an injury.
Injury reserve and an injury, you know that. They're 2 different things.
Yeah, that is 2 different things, but what are we saying? I'll take an injured Jaden Daniels over a healthy Michael Penix. I'd rather have an injured Jaden Daniels on my roster.
You about to get it. We already getting targeted by Miami. Then Cleveland. Now you about to have us getting targeted by Atlanta.
You right.
You know they ride for QBs named Michael. And he left-handed. You telling you about to have us banned, I'm telling you.
And Atlanta,
he'll never go below the Mason-Dixon line.
Atlanta fans know Jaden Daniels better than Michael Penix. And if Jaden Daniels was in Atlanta, he might not be on the injury reserve right now. They play him in the franchise for what happened to him.
He said a hurt Jaden over a healthy Michael Penix. That is crazy.
At least I know a better day is coming. You know, like when he get back, we're gonna be good.
That's crazy.
All right, so before we leave this topic, I want you to name all the quarterbacks, and then we're gonna kind of look at it and see what would be our top 3 in particular of the names that Amari actually said. It's on you, Mr. Amari.
May, Michael Penix Jr., Jalen Hurts, Sam Darnold, Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, and JJ McCarthy.
Right. He said top what?
The top 3. So basically, he said 8 names, and then you got to cut 5 key 3.
Stafford, Daniels, Hurts.
You said what?
Stafford, Daniels, Hurts.
Stafford, Daniel, Hurts. Oh no! I ain't got Hurts. I go with Baker, Stafford. Yeah, I might go Daniels. So Daniels, Stafford, Hurt. Now, with that being said, we're gonna get to the next topic.
What was Amari's top 3?
My top 3? Got Matt Stafford. Of this season, I got Matt Stafford, Drake May, Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah, if you're going off of what they're doing this year, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That's what this list was about. This list was only about this season.
I didn't know it was about this season's production. I thought it was like the players.
Nah, it was current. Because when we do all time, you got to take the whole career. So this current.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying I didn't know we was bringing production into it. Like, if we're talking production, then yeah, Darnold has to make the cut, and Drake May has to make the cut, right?
All right. So I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD. The best vets in the game in the NFL. You're talking 10 years or plus. When you talk,
I'm gonna throw 3 out. I got more than 3, but I don't want to take everything from these notes because I know Amari uses my notes. So Aaron Rodgers, who I'm pretty sure we both were gonna highlight. 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, 4-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Aaron Rodgers, with his 21 seasons, is solidified as possibly more than likely unanimously the best tenured vet out as far as what he's accomplished. Flacco, 17 seasons. I'm giving him a shout out. Why? Because he's in orange and black right now, of course. And he's looking to go 3-0 in the AFC North this week. So Flacco gets that shout out. And then I'm going to say Stafford because the level that Stafford is playing at right now with his 15 seasons already invested is crazy to me. Like, even if we highlight Aaron Rodgers' level of play has seen a dip. We have not seen a dip in Matthew Stafford's play yet. And that is just out of this world to me and deserves recognition and a shout out to be the minimum. But we're talking about a 15-year vet that we both have stated through this episode is possibly the MVP favorite right now. So, yeah, he's definitely got to get a shout out to. But I'll leave the floor to you, Amar, see what names you hit on, and then I'll wrap up with anybody on my notes that didn't make your cut.
Just another short list of vets that I do have. To give you two more Steelers, Chris Boswell and Cameron Hayward.
Oh, we're talking about kickers. Oh.
Hey, you just said vets. You didn't
Shout
say
out
what they
to
had to play.
Shout out to
Cam Jordan, Levante David, Mercedes Lewis. Actually, shout out to him making his 20th year. I say, yeah, I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Hey, you love your position.
Hold
Don't
on one second, Mr. Meyer. Hold on one second.
You love your position, don't you?
What you laughing about? 21 years in the NFL?
Oh no, because he loves his position.
That's who I was going to. I was going straight to Mercedes Lewis. Like 21 years. As soon as I seen him step on the scene for the Broncos, 21 years. What's to laugh about?
I'm not laughing at his career. I'm laughing at the fact that he made the cut from Amari's cut is simply because he played tight end.
No, I gotta show the love to the tight ends, man. Gotta show the love to the tight ends. I mean, if I'm not correct, I want to say Kyle Juszczyk is just eclipsed that also. So to even give another unsung hero some light.
You know, you got a real tight end that you can say, right? Like, he's past that too now. He's long in the tooth. Travis.
Yeah, Travis Kelce. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is long in
11 years.
11.
He just made it, but he made the
I'll
cut.
say he just made that cut.
He's in the club.
I think it's left tackle Colton Miller, I believe. 10 years of Trent Williams. Still pushing along. Calais Campbell.
Yeah, he's on my list too.
Did
you know Calais got the most active starts in the league right now? It makes sense because he's been in there forever.
Yeah, I'm about to say it makes sense. He's been in the league since like 08? Because I mean, Cam Hayward got the most. He got the most career starts by any Steeler in history.
Yeah, you kind of wrapped up the rest of these names. Yeah. I threw out there Travis Kelce. I had Trent Williams, 11-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro. Got a shout out.
Lane Johnson.
I don't know. He made 10.
Believe he was drafted in 11.
Okay. Oh, Bobby Wagner. That was the name of the
Bobby Wagner.
10-time Pro Bowler. 6-time All-Pro.
Yeah, I was about to say he let you know what the accolades. 10-time Pro Bowler. I've been in here 10 times.
Seasons.
He let you know what the accolades. Yeah, I did this 10 times.
I had 3 bad years. It's probably because I was on 3 bad teams.
And one of the years you could say it was a bad year. I want to say that was the year he went to the Rams. He didn't get no recognition for that year.
Oh, you talking about when he came? Yeah.
Yeah, when he left Seattle and went to the Rams for the year, they ain't give him no recognition for that. Dude, nothing. Everything. Take it all away. But I think that's a long, healthy list of vets.
Stafford, let's compare. Look, when you do research, you find crazy things when you dive into stuff. A-Rod in 21 seasons has 64,800 plus yards, right? In 6 less seasons, Stafford is only 2,000 yards apart. In 6 less seasons. that just goes to show Matthew Stafford been putting up numbers for a long time.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on, Mr. Myron. I'm gonna say this. He's the first to get the every milestones. I'm talking about Matthew Stafford, like the first
Throw
10,000.
it, man.
Like, and that's why I also said that he's a part of that unachieving class of 2010. That class that didn't achieve what it's supposed to achieve. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Myron. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh no, the main thing that I was gonna say, which I mean, takes nothing away from what Matt
Oh, yeah, we
Stafford
know
done.
it's
It was his notes, but Matt Stafford played for Detroit for a lot of that time. He was playing a lot of losing football, trying to catch up.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's like Aaron Rodgers never had to do that. He was winning. He was winning. He was the reason why Matt Stafford was throwing the ball to win, try to win, because you couldn't beat him.
So since you want to open Pandora's box, what you say? So you saying if Stafford was in a winning situation,
If Stafford was, I think
wouldn't be there,
his numbers would still be high. His numbers would probably be Aaron Rodgers.
His wins would be high. His career would be a little more certified.
He probably wouldn't be 500. He would be a little bit better than that. He just got to that.
Might have 2 Super Bowls instead of 1, maybe 3, maybe a couple MVPs.
Hey, we said the same thing about Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers only got MVPs, 1 Super Bowl.
Right. So
1 appearance.
How much winning was he actually doing?
How much? I mean, your losses came to your 1 win too.
I'm just saying, if Stafford was in a different situation, we might be looking at his whole career different. If he
all right.
with
that being said, all right. Let's get to the last topic. I like the passionate debate. I love it. When we get to the last topic, our sticky note segment of the night, and we're gonna stay kind of on our own motif that we keeping it going with the veterans. So we only doing the veteran pits. And Mr. KD, I'm gonna start with you, and I kind of pick this up because your quarterback is probably the oldest. Amari quarterback is one of the oldest. So we only doing veteran quarterbacks in our pits, 30 years or older. Who you got for the wins going into week 11? It's on you, Mr. KD.
Well, I got the Bengals winning over the Steelers, of course. Like I said, we're going 3-0 in the AFC North with Flacco at the helm. Now, I didn't know you were speaking specifically to only the veteran quarterbacks, but I have 2 more vets. No, actually, it's only 1. I do have the Rams beating the Seahawks as well, which attests to
Dak not 30.
Matthew Stafford.
So Dak not 30.
Who Dak playing? The Raiders?
Are they?
I think they Monday night.
I say are they? I don't even know. It
don't
don't
know.
matter.
Dak 30? Dak 30?
I would say Dak should be 30. I would say Dak.
That he should be.
He should be 30. I would say it was a 20. No, 2016 was his rookie season. So yeah,
if Dak is 30, yeah, he should be the Raiders. He should. I just made my picks. I didn't make picks connected to 30 or over because the pickings are slim. We don't have that many 30 and over quarterbacks.
I mean, you ain't got that many, but it's easy. Pittsburgh, Rams, Dallas, or I don't know about that game. I don't know because it's like the Raiders bad, but then Dallas defense bad.
Geno should be 30 then.
Geno is like 36.
Right. No, I don't think he's that old.
You saying that Geno got drafted in like what 2012, 2013?
36 though.
He got drafted by the Jets when they had the Mark Sanchez uniforms.
I remember he was with the Jets because that's when the linebacker punched him in the mouth.
I'm saying, like, Tavon Austin and him, same team.
But I do have some other picks. While IT can check that. Double check Dak and Geno. Let's see if that's an old man's game too. But in random picks, I got the Bears over the Vikings. I got the Bucks over the Bills, which I think is going to be a good game, actually. And the Bills.
I want to say Baker. Nah, Baker like 28. Baker at 30.
Baker might be at 30.
Baker actually might be at 30.
Yeah, I wish we had more. I should have clarified this topic more, and I would have had more.
I'll say that, but that one fit. I say if that's the case, that one fit though.
Mm-hmm. I got the Lions over the Eagles Sunday night.
Jared Goff is 30.
See how we can
Look,
just roll
you
with this?
getting there. Look, you was getting there.
Oh, we got to do the Thursday night game. Well, I know they both young, but I got the Patriots over the Jets too Thursday night.
Tyrod Taylor 30. You good?
He not starting.
And you got to worry about it. There's only one quarterback on the field on that game, and that's Drake May.
Jonathan Taylor got more rushing yards than that man got passing.
Hey man, leave Justin Fields alone, man.
Hey man, I wanted to keep Fields. You heard me the whole few months ago. I was on this, well, not this panel, but I was on Podbean. We should have kept Justin Fields. One of the
worst things I ever heard you say.
Dang, they're not dodging. It's like it's one of those. They're not dodging a bullet.
Yeah, you almost put your foot in your mouth on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
He looked out for you. But man, let's not shift away because I don't think we shed enough light on this. It's Bengals Steelers week again. We here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. We putting a little friendly wager. I would love to send you a jersey to wear for next week's podcast. If you,
I will accept that, and I'll even reverse yours.
or you know what? It ain't gotta be a jersey. We could just do the nice little background. You get a nice little backdrop of Cincinnati. I'll take that too. I'm fine with that.
Okay, either or.
So we doing a handshake? We do a virtual handshake?
Yeah, I give you that.
Okay, we got a deal. Because I wanted to get that out the way the last time, but we had business to attend to. Then we finished, we got the dub, and now I said, you know what? Next time, it got to be some type of wager on the board. It got to be some more weight to these wins.
This will be the one when he come up here, and then we can successfully bury the Burrow jersey.
Or if we lose again, the season over. So
yeah, no, that's why I said we can officially just go ahead and just scoop it up and scoop the dick.
My background is gonna be nothing but a black screen for the rest of everything, the rest of the season.
But
that's how much we got on this game. So
like I said, I got the Steelers, Rams. I'm gonna take Dallas versus the Raiders.
Did he look up Baker? How old is Baker?
30 exact. He's 30 exact. So yeah, who the Bucks playing the Bills?
Yeah.
I might actually have
I think it's gonna be a
defense. That's gonna be a pretty good game. That defense don't tighten up. I might take the Bucks.
Oh, another game I think is gonna be crazy. Chiefs and Broncos. I'm watching that one. I actually got the Chiefs winning, but I think it's gonna be a crazy game.
I take the Chiefs winning that one.
They gotta make a statement.
The Lions, whoever the Lions playing, the Lions winning.
Eagles. I think that's gonna be a good one too.
That's a good game.
I got the Lions winning, but I think it's gonna be a good one though.
That's a good game. Oh, this is
Sunday night.
This is gonna be a good Sunday.
Yeah, some tough ones on Sunday night. You got Lions and Eagles to wrap it up. Chiefs Broncos. I think they're in that 4:00 window, and the Bucks and Bills. I want to say it's in the 1:00 window. Might be 4 though, but I think they're in the 1:00 window.
All right.
I need this Veterans Day, so I need everybody to make sure you salute our veterans, to everybody that paved the way for us to be here today. I appreciate you and thank you. But with that being said, I need everybody to remember one thing: we ain't gonna play. We out.